they're trying to transform the description. Smoking bud.
He gave you the whole description.
So yeah, now I don't know what you have heard or seen about the elections, man. But I personally don't feel like either one of these dudes is gonna win. I feel like I think it's gonna get tied up in the Supreme Court, and I think it's gonna be civil unrest. You know what I mean? Like just looking at the astrology of it, we're in a retrograde period now with a lot of planets in retrograde, and you know, then you have elections happening, and they got all the mail-in shit. So say Trump wins on election day, which I think is what probably will happen. When that happens and he wins the in-person votes, I think they'll be like, well, this isn't the end of the election. We got to tabulate the mail-in ballots. They're not finished counting those. So I think that'll string it out, because then it'll be a bunch of contesting. They'll be like, you know, we got to check these and make sure these ballots. You know, I think they're just gonna draw that shit out. Because if they draw it out to January, then neither one of them win, and the Speaker of the House becomes president.
Okay, I gotta cut you off. Who's running for president? How many people?
Like 8 people, but it's
Okay,
like
what are their names? Do you know their names?
Allen, Trump, Biden, Howie Hawkins. I don't know. Howie Hawkins, the Green Party. I don't know who's running Libertarian. I don't know who's running Independent. Kanye, I guess.
Yeah, Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I think Trump's gonna win again. The reason I say Trump's gonna win again, man, is because business rules all, man. And I just think Trump's gonna win again. I mean, I could be wrong. It's like I'm guessing a boxer. it's like if Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon fought or something. Like Mike Tyson gonna wash his ass.
Yeah.
You know, I really do think Trump is so gangster at this point. He's so criminal at this point, probably, that he's hard to beat, man. And you gotta respect it at a certain level. At a certain level, it's like what? You know, I don't know much about the political shit, but I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut says Trump's probably gonna win again, because he has a lot of friends and people don't even know that. They think he don't have no friends. He's got friends, man. You know what I mean? So I just think I'd be surprised if he doesn't win. How about that? I'll say that.
Yeah, that's right. I think either way it'll be contesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like both sides are contested, because that's why I feel like they got this whole thing about the Supreme Court justice, which is he's trying to get a Supreme Court justice in so that it'll be more Republicans in the Supreme Court or conservative than liberals, so that if it does go to Supreme Court, then he would have a leg up in the Supreme Court, supposedly. I don't know. I don't know if you can trust them people in the Supreme Court either way. So,
probably not.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, I don't. And the chick that he nominated was out of the last 25 nominees, she's the only one that's pro-forced vaccines. So in 1905, it was the Jacobson decision. Like, if there's like a pandemic, you can force vaccines, and she's with that whole ruling. You know what I mean? And that, to me, of all the 25 to do that, it's just like, it makes me sketchy of Trump. You know what I mean? To go with, Barrett, but. I don't really know. Sometimes, I really feel like, how much collusion is it?
Now, when you say that, do you feel like whatever is stronger than Trump being at the golf course, at the golf club, in the back room with Michael Jordan and so and blah, 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 you think any of that is stronger than that? I really don't. I don't think that's none of...
When you ride through Vegas and it's a big ass Trump building. The building is the biggest.
I just don't think there's really anything stronger than that. I'd be like, okay, yeah, there's a lot of talk and there's this and that, but I'm in the back at the Polo Club, baby, with Michael Jordan, and
but this is
blah blah blah. We were talking about how we're gonna maybe go in on the team.
Yeah.
One of these days. So I think that just doesn't trump other shit. I just really don't. I call me superficial, call me whatever. I just think that Trump gonna win this shit, and he already know he gonna win it. He just setting up for the next wave.
Yeah, I think the only way he would lose it would be through fraud. That's how I feel. Either way, whether I want him to win or not is another thing. I just feel like that that they're gonna both contest it though, and it's gonna get tied up. And just like J.P. Morgan said, man, he was like millionaires don't know, they don't do astrology, they don't know astrology, but billionaires do. Trump's a billionaire. I feel like he's pretty aware of the shit that I'm talking about, like as far as
he's heard it all.
Yeah, December
He's
21st.
70 years old or whatever
Yeah.
he is.
He knows about December 21st.
He came through the Black Panther era. The fucking trust me, this nigga, he's not where he's at because he's a sucker. Like it's not like it's not like it's not you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what I'm gonna say. I sound real typical of niggerish. But look, it is what it is, and that's what I'm trying to say is that motherfucker rubs shoulders with everybody. Can you? Okay, imagine you, Billy Bob Bloomington, from Kentucky, wherever the fuck you're from, right? You know 100 motherfuckers. Think about how many people Trump knows. His network is vast. Like, my network is vast. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
And he was trained by, he was trained.
And then now you put yourself in a position to where you can get at anyone you want to get at. Hey, Dr. Dre, I need you to do the soundtrack over here in my mother. Like, you can get at anybody at this, right? Because you're the president of the United States and blah, blah, blah. No doubt, they might not all want to talk to you. They might not all want to fuck with you. I get that, all that. That's cool. The point is my network is vast. How you gonna do me with that?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about that? You gonna have friends? You gonna be successful? You gonna have friends? You gonna be you got friends and you gonna be unsuccessful?
Yeah, nah. You gotta make a trade or some of them. But
you got friends and you got enemies. What are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, no, I think though that he knows.
No, that's from American Gangster.
Oh.
I think he knows.
What are you gonna do? You gonna have friends? What are you gonna? What did he say? Tell you know it better.
Yeah, he said we got enemies and we got friends. Is that right? And he was like,
you got friends and you can be unsuccessful.
yeah.
You got enemies and be successful.
What are you gonna be unsuccessful?
What are you gonna be unsuccessful? How you gonna compete with that?
Yeah, nah. I think he knows though, yo. I really do think that Trump knows about December 21st.
Yeah, I think he knows about a lot of shit you wouldn't expect him to know about.
So
he knows Nas's new record.
Yeah, probably.
He knows Nas's new joint. Like that's my shit right there. Play the King's Disease. What?
I mean,
he knows. He knows.
Nas, yeah. I mean, Nas has
he knows.
said Trump lines before. You know what I mean?
He knows.
So I mean, it's
play that King's Disease.
I mean, just as far as the energy swirling, right? So you got the election happening, right? And then you got the retrograde. We come out of the retrograde in the middle of November, and it's kind of like it's just kind of things are gonna kind of speed back up when it goes back into retrograde. When it gets out of retrograde. So like from the middle of November to the middle of December, there's an eclipse in December. And then all the planets is going to be...
Well, this is the shit people don't know about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is the shit they don't know how their bodies function.
That's why God is
off
controlling
of
the whole
this
thing.
type of shit. Exactly.
God is controlling the whole thing. That's why it's no real conspiracy.
It's just humans want to be
controlling
humans.
everything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the hearts of men.
Yeah. Like, conspiracy means, conspiring multiple. Ultimately, God is controlling the whole thing, and people think they got options or whatever, but it's like, you know what I mean?
But really, you're an instrument.
Yeah.
So why would you think that you're going above your pay grade?
Yeah.
You're a cello, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hilarious.
Straight like that.
No, and then,
You're a trombone.
Yeah.
But people don't really look at it that way. They look at it like, no, God damn it, I'm fucking Eddie Winslow.
Yeah.
And that's who I
Eddie
am.
Winslow.
Like, nah, yo, you don't even get it. You're literally a vibration. You're literally a vibration.
That's what I mean by definitions, like conflicting with the way people behave. Because people identifying with the name and then the persona and then all the shit that comes with the limitations of that persona, and then it just, instead of being like, yo, I'm a vessel of God, and God, it's different. So, but I'm just saying, like, that's the thing at play. So you got all the planets in a line on December 21st. They're gonna be all in a straight line, like all visible in the sky. You're gonna be able to see Mars, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter. The moon will be in the sky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it's gonna be all the planets all the way to Saturn. You'll be able to see the 7 wandering stars or whatever clearly in the sky because it'll be dark enough.
Yeah.
Because it'll be that time of year, darkest days.
Yeah.
And so like you know, then you got the. I just feel like
It's all in the stars, Chico.
yeah, and it's all just the spirit of things. You know what I
They
mean?
told you in Scarface. It's
Yeah.
in the stars, Chico.
It's in the spirit of like Biden was saying it's gonna be a dark winter. You know what I mean? And I was just like, yo, he knows, like he knows this another the energies that's controlling it. They just try to capitalize on the flow. They know they're trying to like get ahead of the flow. That's what they know.
All any of us are trying
God
to do.
creating the flow. You know what I mean? And then people trying to get in between the flow. You know what I mean?
How does this
Yeah.
flow work?
Yeah.
No, I think it's totally that. I think it's totally people, you know, wanting to learn more. They're trying to learn more. They're trying to get ahead of their craft, ahead of their field. So, yup, it takes them into these places. It takes them into different places. Hell yeah. What?
So the thing, what would you do, or how do you think this would look if you got, all right, so worst case, like doomsday scenario would be like they're gonna try and have a communist overthrow the country after elections.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then with the alignments, if you had like a solar storm, like a lot of people predicting, you got a solar storm like December 25th or 24th, and the last time it happened was like 1859. Like it was, you know, like Aurora Borealis.
Where it just gets crazy.
All the colors in the sky?
just change.
You know, it's like blue and yellow and all.
I think this happens.
It happened in 1859. They said it was so bright at night when it happened that people could read the paper or their books.
Yeah, it just looked
at night.
normal.
It was
Like
so bright,
normal
yeah.
shit.
So that's what I feel like is.
I believe shit like that.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen, and like they're saying when that happens, that it'll be a shift on Earth. Like just the great reset on all ways, like spiritually, physically, all the ways.
I'm glad you say that. I watched Apocalypto.
They're saying it'll be floods, earthquakes. They're saying everything. You know what I mean, is coming from this.
No, I watched Apocalypto a while ago, right? Well, not a while ago, maybe a few weeks ago or whatever, because I love that movie, and I said, fuck, I gotta watch it again. Watched it, right? There was a part in there that I never really caught. And it's what you're saying. They were sacrificing the people, right? They were bringing them up to that top, and they were sacrificing them. They stopped sacrificing the people when the eclipse happened. When the moon came ahead of the sun or whatever it did or whatever. And I thought about it. I said, yo, they didn't even know that that's when the earth shifted. That's when they didn't even know that, hey guys, it's about to be a whole nother wave. Whether you like it or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just shifted. But they did know enough to stop the fucking sacrificing, whatever they was doing.
Yeah.
They was like, okay, that's enough. The gods have been serviced. But not really. You didn't even know that there's another level, which is God level. You know, it's that earth level, like where it's like, no, the earth just shifted and just went into a whole nother mode. And you're gonna have to roll with it or get the fuck on out.
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think. I never looked at it that way when I saw the movie before, but when I looked at it, I said, yo, that's what that was.
It's gonna be a total solar eclipse in December.
I don't even know if they knew they were saying that in the movie. I think they were just saying like, oh, the eclipse happened and it made the people go, oh, or whatever, and they stopped the sacrifices. But in real life, when shit like that happens, the world just hit another like gear. And it's about to do some other shit. And you're gonna have to roll with it or fucking get rolled the fuck over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like it's just
like that's what I think. Like,
yeah, because now you're going against the stream.
so what? Wave after wave.
Yeah.
It's
It's gonna be a total solar eclipse on
like,
on December 14th, and you know what I mean. I don't know. I've monitored eclipses since I've been an adult, and they've all been something. Lunar and solar eclipses.
yeah,
all
they
been
shift shit like
Yeah.
boom. You know, and I just think all of that plays a part. All that.
Yeah, it's a factor that you just gotta acknowledge. It don't have to rule your whole existence, but you
Yeah.
just gotta acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But that's
All
why I
that
feel
plays
like
a part.
that anything can happen though. From election day, this is the most like random, vulnerable time in human history. No one, if America goes to civil war, no one has seen a place with this many guns have a civil war like that. No one.
See that? I'm glad you said that. People thought these gangs and everything would be a hazard, but one day it's going to be the what saves you.
Yeah, I don't even know how you could take
These gang members got AKs, they got motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
There's hundreds of millions of guns here.
Exactly. It's exactly like that. Like, I remember thinking that a long time ago when I realized that the East Coast was all Bloods, basically, and the West Coast was all Crips. I remember when I said,
relatively speaking, basically.
I said, what if they all came together, right, one day, because they had to.
That's why they got rid of Meech. That's why they got rid of Meech.
Because it was anarchy, and nobody can eat, and nobody can do nothing. All the gangs coming, what? You got a whole nother union. You have a whole nother civilization. It's not even...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Meech being neutral and getting everybody money, that's what I feel like would have made it.
Oh, they didn't like that.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me? You're empowering these people for real, though?
Both sides.
Like liquidly. Like liquid, though.
Yeah.
Like, not like, oh, imaginary e-money. Like liquid? Oh, man. You have to be stopped.
Yeah, physical capital. They just,
You have to be stopped. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I say, no. With all that being said, that's what I look at it like, man, let this shit really hit the fan. And the Crips and Bloods have to team up. Or just, you know, because all of that'll die. See, that's what people don't understand. If shit hit real anarchy, all that separation shit will die. It won't be like, oh, I'm not fucking with him over there because he's on the blue side and he killed my nephew.
Once it's drones,
it won't. Everybody will come together. People don't even get that. Like it won't even be. It won't even be like that. It'll have pockets of it.
So yeah, that shit comes out that like the people that's running these slavery in the world and death camps and pedophilia, they're the ones on the other side of the drone warfare that's trying to use the drones against us. I think people at that point have to say like, okay, they're raping kids and they're using machines. They're trying to kill and as many people as they can.
This is not good.
They're definitely trying to kill people of color. You know what I mean? Because that's the core that everybody's drawing from. But if they kill everybody, then there's nobody that can support anybody. I mean, they're trying to control it as much as possible. So I think people at some point are gonna have to be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's man against a machine, kind of.
Man against a machine.
And I really feel like these motherfuckers is like it takes a drone to make a drone. Like you wouldn't even be thinking in your mind like I need a drone to build in this world. Like you know what I mean? If you were like not a fucking drone human. You know what I mean? Like you're already kind of a drone already. Like to even think.
Exactly. To even think like Eddie Griffin said it best. You got to be high and out your mind to invent some shit like the telephone. You got to be high and cocaine. I wish I could talk to somebody who ain't even here.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I need to talk to somebody who ain't even here.
Yeah, and then like you're gonna invent it from like drawing from like internal and organic place internally and like putting the pieces together externally. But ultimately it came from the inside, so it's like it's really like the responsibility of a person to like raise the bar, consciousness or bar, whatever, to where like if a motherfucker really got super telepathic like that, then it would force everybody to have to, you know what I mean, go up. But you make a telephone instead of get telepathic.
How about this? I think you have certain figures that tap into that, who you just mentioned, Meech, right? And if you ever look on this shit, Meech was like, yo, I was so moving and shaking that I didn't have a phone. People around me had phones.
That's what I think might happen soon right here now. Once we get deplatformed, this might happen.
He said people around me had phones.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a phone. Only time you ever caught me on the phone was saying, I'm coming or I'm going. Right? That let me know, wow, he has such a vast network across the nation that if he saw you on Tuesday, well, you can just kind of put it in your mind, he'll be back next month. I don't know exactly what day, but next month. Because he has no phone and he has to fuck with me. This is the network. So guess what? I don't need a phone. All I need to say is, yo, I'm coming.
I have the trump card.
All right, I'm out. I don't even need that. You know why? Because I'm such an emotion. So that I'm going to get around back to you unless I die. Unless I'm sick, I gotta get around back to you because this is the network. So if you know in St. Louis or wherever I'm doing whatever I'm doing, blah blah blah. Hey, I gotta deal with these guys. This has to go through this channel. I don't need to talk to you. Hey, I'm coming.
It's like if you're the ocean, you know, like all these rivers are gonna flow to me.
They're gonna flow to me anyway. I don't
Yeah.
need to call you on the phone. I'm gonna see you in a matter of, it might even be before weeks. Maybe shit'll blow up and I gotta get to you quicker. I'll see you in 7 days. I don't need to, you see what I'm saying? That's when you tap into that too. Where you branded, you've literally built your network. They have to come through, you know what I'm saying? It's no, who else is gonna be? So what I say is like, yeah, you got to be high and out your mind. Be like, I'm gonna talk to somebody who ain't even here.
Yeah, no.
But that's what I'm saying as far as like the phones and shit like that and telekinesis,
Telepathy, yeah.
telepathy, shit like that. All of that is from that. So if I build up a vast network, if I meet people in every city and state across this nation, right? But eventually we'll be talking or whatever. But eventually, if I'm with them on a consistent basis, I'm talking about every person in, 20 people in each state across the 50 states, and I'm constantly in. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna be back in 2 weeks. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm feeding these 100 people over here, so it all depends on this wheel to go like this. So I don't need to talk to you. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back. We don't even have to. It's mental telepathy at that point.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. And once you're moving at a point where you've been doing something for a long time and you're on top of the businesses.
And it's clicking like a wheel.
Yeah.
I've been in St. Louis or whatever, we'll use that for an example. I've been in St. Louis the last fucking 3 years, every month, on the dot, because it rolls this way. Why wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So now, all that in between, I'll see you when I see you, and we'll talk in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I be like, like a lot of this shit is just, it's network. Your network is your net worth, man.
Yeah.
My network is dwindling right now. Y'all niggas better act like y'all know. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to act like y'all know your brand and shit.
That's what I feel like about you. I think my first gonna get, I'll probably get totally deplatformed and then just have to rebuild. You know what I'm saying?
Rebuild, destroy, rebuild.
Just be bigger this time, but on another platform. But like I feel like like a bunch of supernatural shit about to happen. It feels
a lot of supernatural shit is about to happen. 2020 is something else. There's a wave. There's an energy that's occurring. There's an electricity that's occurring. And you're like, wait a minute. I feel it. Yo, I have seen so much wild shit, man. I seen a cat I know talking. They had him all over the papers months back shooting at the police. But I see him with his kids at the beach. Or wherever the fuck he's at lately. I mean, I ain't shit. I want to ask him, like, what was that about? You see what I'm saying? Yo, this 2020 shit has gotten really out of control.
For real.
It's really out of control, yo. It's so crazy.
You're like,
I'm having a daughter.
yeah, I feel like
crazy.
all the miracles that are gonna lead up to that. I mean, you're just gonna see it in your own personal microcosmic orbit of things. You know what I'm saying? And then the world's kind of reflecting that. Like all the miracles that's happening right now is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I really do believe it's ridiculous.
It's mad miracles.
A lot of miracles and shit. And they may seem bad right now. But they're actually miracles and shit. And you're like, wow, this is happening in my lifetime. I'm witnessing it and seeing it. And I can choose to play the dumb human role, like, but no, I'm going to play the other role where I'm like, yo, I'm soaking that in. This is crazy what's happening. I'm soaking that in. I've seen so much shit this year.
Yeah.
How about all y'all selling y'all catalogs now? Like I wasn't on that. How about that? We're going to that. Was I not ahead? Look. But now, guess what, though? Flood the block. All the workers on that block. We ain't gonna be able to sell shit.
So, I guess the last thing that I would say, like this is the thing, like if you was to, I think it's funny the thing with the leap years, like Sebby dying on a leap year, Nipsey died like right before a leap year. This is a leap year right now, whatever. I feel like if you was to have the option of like going somewhere where you know you'd have the attention of God, like direct live feed, and you feel like that's like, you know what I mean?
Talking to God.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And like, and people that's all like that, but you have to like go and have like no ego and be like totally nude and shit.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And do that. Like, would you do that and like go in that direction? Would you? Because like it's wild because you think about like the conflict of interest. Because like,
yeah, would you do that or would you drive a Ferrari?
and stay here and just dominate. You know what I mean? The people that's not.
No,
like,
I get it.
Like it's like if heaven was a mile away, type thing. And I just be wondering like if that's like the challenge of man. This is the same.
I have no problem with saying I probably drive a Ferrari and shit like that. Look. I'ma deal with that shit when I'm dead, kid. You feel me, kid? But that's just me. My shit is like this, right? I think God would say, go enjoy that Ferrari, nigga. Cause I did. You know, I made them shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like-
feel like ultimately guys are gonna enjoy it through you either way.
Yeah, so I be like, you know, I don't look at it that way at all. I look at it more like, you know what, man, shit, I'm just a human and shit. I'm not even gonna act like I'm bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you be egotistical, you get crazy. I think I'm just a human. What you thought? It's like the snake that bites you. Like, nigga, I'm a snake. What you thought? I'm a human, nigga. Of course I want Rolexes and I want to eat good. You get it? Like, of course I want a pretty chick, but I don't want to fucking blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? I'm just a human, man. You know, people be bugging, man, I think.
Like imagine if like it's like door A, you could go to this place, like I'm saying, you have to be like totally like naked with yourself and all, and be totally real or whatever, or like make your own clothes.
Can I show up butt naked to the gates with a rollie on?
Yeah, like
You see what I'm saying? He know. He like, nigga, you ain't me. or she. Or it, whatever.
yeah,
Universe,
yeah.
whatever.
You know what I mean? Or like you could go, you know, the other door and then like kind of know that like this shit is not as real as it could be, but you dominate because you know it's not real. Like
Yeah. Yeah, like I get what you're saying. It's more like, you know, wants and needs and all of that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, you don't need shit. You came with everything you were supposed to come with.
Yeah, like if you was to take door A and go to a place where like you you'd be taken care of because you'd be like in alignment with that. But like what comes with that alignment is like that kind of like living, like totally natural living where you're like, fuck, I gotta be totally butt naked and all this type of shit. You know what I mean? Like all the time and live like this all the time. Like I still like Ralph and shit like that.
Oh, but you know that.
You know
that
going into it that you have to go.
No, but you know the other side. Like you know Ralph and you know shit like that.
That's what makes the decision way more difficult.
Okay, all right, so go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you was to go that first door, and like everybody that's going in the other door just assumes you die, because they just never see you in this world now. You know what I mean? And like that's what, like you don't have to, like they just
you're over here.
Like imagine if, like in Tupac in '96, imagine if he didn't die, and it was just like, yeah, Pac, you know, we could kill you, you could be like the man. You know what I mean? And we take
You be immortalized.
but you gotta go to this place where you gotta be totally butt ass naked and live like, you know, naturally. You know what I mean? That's the only way you be.
That's the only way you can do this. But guess what? You'll be the biggest thing smoking. Your records will sell. Your estate will be popping. You'll be Elvis. You know what I mean? You're that type of shit. So you're saying like if you had that, what would you do?
Like that'd be a tough. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the decision in a lot of ways in life.
Nigga, I'm just a human. No, keep me right here where I'm at. Nigga, I'm trying to get it popping. No, look. I think some people would choose the latter. They would choose what you're saying. But I think that's the beauty of it is that you don't get that. You don't get that choice, I guess, per se.
Yeah.
I guess you do, though. You do. When your boy's like, what's up, nigga? We gonna go rob this bank, my nigga. You ready? Huh? Big cats on attack. Yeah. So I guess it's the same. You see, it's the same premise because like, oh my God, wait a minute, I just came home from school. You want to go rob the First National.
Yeah.
Right? right? You want to go rob the fucking First National. I just got off of school.
It's like a decision.
And you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But so I guess that's about the same. I don't know, man. I think it all depends on what you're eating. If you're not eating good and you're not feeling good in your body, you're gonna pick like, no, I'm staying on Earth, nigga. I'm gonna fight this shit. Wait, I'm blah blah blah. But I think if you like at a different state, fuck it.
I mean, like,
everything's good.
Like, imagine if it's just like another.
My colon is clear.
But like I'm just saying, like if there's another continent, like a hidden continent, that they like, look, you can go to this continent, but you gotta live this way and be there. You know what I mean? That's the only way. You know what I mean? The only people that live like that can survive there. Because if you try to live another way, you're gonna get purged. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's like.
But you have to live this way here.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be really so more natural and shit. And then like, and then like our level, say like, our continent.
Like American life.
Yeah, like we kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and like we got parks and cities and stuff like that, whatever. Yeah. And then, like say it's like a whole nother level where it's just like totally like
it's utopia,
like mechanical, like the Matrix or some shit, or like Cloud Atlas. Remember the city when it was in Cloud Atlas, how it was all built up and anything like that, like just even more futuristic Jetsons and shit like that. And then like,
which one would you choose?
Yeah, because you got like, because that's like kind of like.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to choose the more futuristic one.
No,
I'd be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the natural one. I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But I just think that a lot of people wouldn't. They would go to the more futuristic one too.
Or stay in between, I guess, because they like, parks is still like butt naked hoes out here still. I go to strip clubs and objectify them. You probably get kicked out of trying to objectify women in a place closer in. You know what I mean?
I would probably go to the natural one just because I want to see what that's about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a lot of people are that adventurous either. When they're like, yo, let's try something new.
Like, imagine if it was like, yeah, you gotta go right now. Your family gonna just think you died.
Yeah.
You gotta go right now. You make this decision.
That's it.
It'd be beautiful for you. Your family, you're gonna have
everything will be great. They'll be fine.
Be beautiful women here, whatever.
But they'll be fine too. If you pick this right here, they're gonna live a life of. They'll be healthy. They'll be fine. Like they'll live.
Yeah.
I'll do this
like,
shit. I'm going over there.
Yeah, they said, they just said you died, yo. Closed casket.
Nobody knew exactly what. I'll do it.
Money,
I'll do it. And like.
That'd be it,
Yeah, I'll do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then again, I realized, like, nah, everybody's not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Just because it's almost like jumping into the pool. You ever see the first person that jumps into the pool? And you'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been that guy.
You see this? And I've always been that guy. like, fuck it, what are y'all doing? It can't be that cold. Jump in that pool and shit. You know what I mean? So like, I think that's, you know, the metaphor for it. All of that is made off of that beginning thing of life, like jumping in the pool. That's all made up off of, like, now we have pools to jump in. At first it might have been like a river, but I'm just saying, like, even before a river, it was just like, I'm gonna walk to the river. Like, just to say, like, I'm gonna push the boundaries a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? And I think it just goes to levels and levels and levels, and it's just all off of our inner, you know, we're little worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're little worlds. And
you get together, and if you like, you know, more.
You get vast.
Yeah.
You get vast. You start meeting other worlds and colliding with other worlds and colliding.
Bunch of country people make country areas. Bunch of cities.
And you get vast. Yeah. So that's why I say, like, nah, Trump about to landslide these niggas. About to landslide these niggas. Like, I knew it was. Look, I knew it was in the bag.
It's disgraceful.
Distasteful. Yeah. America. Like, he be saying, like, hey, look, the starch has got me. I move like a woman. Like, the starch is eating my bones up. Absolutely.
Yeah, yo, Trump's hilarious, yo. He's the only stand-up comedy we get right now.
I'm telling you.
Season 20.
I'm telling you, man, the business is like, man, fuck that. Trump is great for business and shit. They like, man.
He's a crazy confidence man. Because if it was somebody in there acting like, yeah, we America, we down right now, it would make this whole shit go way more down because it's all built on confidence. You know what I mean?
It's an illusion. Yeah, it's not like a real thing. It's just built on confidence. Yeah. It's not. That's why I be trying to tell people all the time, like, yo, you can make some shit happen. Like, you be surprised. Like,
yeah. I think that, if Biden's in, we look weak as fuck. They're like, oh man, this guy's a fucking pushover. Like, you know what I mean? I don't
he's
know.
square.
It's just his handlers, I guess, that anybody might be afraid of. I don't know.
But then you get the big dogs around who can't be themselves like they once were around Trump. They want to gamble, smoke some cigars, talk about the little young bitches walking by. Biden's like, no, wait, aren't you married? Man, nigga, we all married. What the fuck is wrong? You see that? Like, yo, it's just King's disease, man. It's just gangster shit, man. And I don't think a lot of people understand gangster shit. That's another thing. We can get into that like another video. I think a lot of you people out there don't understand gangster shit.
Like, see, that's the thing is, I think that Biden, though, he does the gangster.
It's like what my lady was talking about the other day. We was talking about street niggas and blah, blah, blah. I said, yo, street niggas, man. Like, yo, you gotta understand. Street mentality is like Trump. Like, it's like just because he wears a suit and it might not have even ever been in the ghetto.
No, Trump's
it's a mentality. It's petty thug shit is petty thug shit. Then you got street niggas that's street dudes that they make their money on the street. They're merchants.
It's different from like Bush. His dad was in Standard Oil, and that's big money. Like Trump's grandfather, Bush's grandfather was in Prescott Bush was in Standard Oil. So then like Trump's grandfather, which is Rockefeller. Trump's grandfather.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Trump's grandfather was he ran brothels.
Makes sense though.
That's just the difference though. That's like way bigger. Like brothels is pimping his money. It's big money. You know what I mean? That's how the Trump family built their money is because the grandfather ran brothels. So like, you know what I mean? I feel like Trump is kind of like they just been washing that brothel money. You know what I mean? For the last couple generations. Like,
do you think Richard Pryor wouldn't have been cool with Donald Trump? I think Richard Pryor would have been cool with Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean Richard Pryor.
I think he probably was cool with him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Probably.
So how is he this hate and all of this?
I tell you what, Biden now is like he's doing his crimes now. Like the Trump family did their crimes. I feel like, and he's just like kind of like they're so under the microscope. I feel like he can't even really do a lot of shit. Like as far as like cheating and cutting corners.
Can't do none of that shit.
Whereas like Biden and them, like what I mean. They be getting money, yo. Like as far as like getting money.
Biden and them, they doing it like they're with the. Trump's an outlaw in his field.
Yeah.
The rest of them, the Obamas and the Bidens and shit, because that's who it is, right? Yeah. They following the rules, They get Trump out there fucking risking it, man. I bet you Trump out there rolling the dice. Like, I bet you he like, oh, little did they know I got all my money tied up in this deal.
That's what I'm saying. If this shit is real, right? Like, it's really a real election and they're not all in on it, right? Then Trump is probably broke and skipping taxes. And in that case, he's more like a lot of Americans.
He just has exactly. I'm more like niggas than you.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I'm still putting this suit on, smiling and shit. But really, I'm trying to figure out if this money coming through on Thursday.
Yeah.
I need this money to come through. God damn it. And it better come through because I'm taking this nigga to dinner on the Amex. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I think. And that's why he be running with the people he runs with. You see Trump with everybody. He's with fucking Kanye.
Yeah,
Need some money. That's why. He's like, hold up.
At the end of the day, it's not that you want Biden to win. You just either want Trump to win or you want him to lose.
I don't give a fuck what they do.
Nobody wants Biden to win. They just either want Trump to win or lose. It's not even about Biden. It's like there's no enthusiasm from voting for him. It's just Trump and people that don't want Trump to win. And they'll just vote for any fucking body just to not have him in. So, he's like his own worst enemy, like anybody. I guess it's
Then meanwhile, you got the whole community of people. I probably feel like I do, like, well, shit, man, I gotta still hustle and I gotta still get it. So I hope they do whatever they do. I don't know what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never gonna tell me. Like, you know what I mean? So I'll be like, all right, boom. You keep doing it. Next thing you know, that nigga knocking at your door. Cause you're gonna be the hottest rapper next year. So you know that, right? And they gonna come knocking at your door like, tell her I love that record. My daughters love that record. What happens then, though? When he's like, I love that record. Come over for dinner. I'm inviting you over, you and whoever you want to bring whoever you want to bring. We show up to the dinner and it's fucking Jordan in that bitch and all types of niggas. Whoa! What y'all doing in this room? So all I say is like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Big business run this motherfucker, man. This is America, big business, baby. Simple as that. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Oh, Biden or whatever. They're gonna put women up there if it appeals to big business. Watch, when it get too bad, they're gonna put a woman next or some shit. When it get too bad, when niggas be like, oh fuck that, we need our rights, and fuck that with the LGBT community and with the fucking blah 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 community and they'll be like, all right, hold the fuck on. Get your ass, whoever. They're gonna put them up there.
Quiet them the fuck down.
Cause this shit. One of them motherfuckers ran out on the golf course when I was at, one of them little motherfucking protesters ran out on the golf course when I was at the Martha's Vineyard. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I paid way too much goddamn money. So that's why I say like, no, it's just big business, man, and Trump about to eat him up because he's generating more money. Biden, you're not
keeping
cool
the confidence up, yo.
Biden, you're not cool enough. You're not making people mad at you. You're not doing, you know what I'm saying? You're not generating that, I would say, from what I've seen. Because we all love to hate Trump, don't we? It's like when you tune into Floyd Mayweather. Maybe he'll lose this time. I'm not saying I feel that way, but I know mad niggas feel that way. Oh, maybe he'll lose this time. You watch him fight anybody Spanish, everybody in the Spanish community, like, Floyd Mayweather going down tonight, right? No. No. It's all hype, it's an illusion, it's a lot of hustle involved, man. A lot of hustle involved.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's why they went with Biden, because he's like the most compromised politician. If he wins, you can make him do anything. They had other people that they could bring in that was better people. They were like, no, we're going to put this empty suit in there.
And I don't even know enough about it to really speak on it, but from what I seen the Biden, and I said, this dude, he can't compete. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, just judging off, I saw one thing that compared and contrasted him and Trump. I said, oh, this dude can't compete, man. He's going to get ate alive, man. Are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, I mean, they say that, that like a lot of these motherfuckers, a lot of these politicians, especially on the left, they say it's a lot of pedophiles, right? And they say a lot of people's on house arrest, right?
And I don't even believe Trump is into that type of shit.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot less evidence.
He might be.
It's
because he
possible.
like anorexic, like looking type chicks. That's like a white dude thing.
No, he was with the one black chick though.
Exactly. He might be a little.
Bad. She was bad, yo.
You running around with Nas and different. Well, I don't know if he's fucking with Nas, but you running around with Magic Johnson and shit like that. You might be a cool ass white dude.
I forget the one.
So when you say that,
in the 90s,
okay,
he left his wife for her. She was bad.
See,
she was bad.
They always forget about the one lady he had living in the Trump Towers for 10 years, rent free, a black lady. I don't know what her name is. I don't know. Look, we put that out there right now. It's around. You can look it up and shit. But I'm not saying I'm a supporter or nothing. I'm just saying, like, man, money, man.
I'm not gonna vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't never do that. I'm not going. I mean, like, I've never done it once. I probably won't do it now. I mean, come on, it's a joke. Get some money, man. Get some money. Get your mind right, and then you can go to war. What do you say? Don't go to war if you ain't got your paper right or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, why do you think these people go to war?
You got a lot of money.
You got a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And they gotta protect it. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what do you give a fuck? Like.
Yeah. Nah. So that's pretty much, I guess where
we went in right now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I just feel like it's a lot of money. America's enemies, since it's America, and like your enemy is always like inside. You know what I mean? Like your enemy's within you and shit, or you're your biggest enemy. Like America's biggest enemy is like the inside, the shadows. You know what I mean? So like of America, so it's still a strong ass enemy, like because it's America. You know what I mean? Still, it's just the shadow side of the one side, and like it's like this shit. People think, I don't know, it could get real crazy just because of the strength.
It can definitely get real crazy, and that's why they do what they do, because they know the hustle can implode any day. if the wrong shit happens, one misstep,
It's mad compromised.
anarchy across the world or
Yeah.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
It's mad compromised politicians, like they're pedophiles and it's mad dirt on them and shit like that. That shit is true, yo. I mean, like, I don't know if it's to the extent that they're saying, but it's a lot of.
oh no, I think it's
huge-
pretty. I think
huge
it's pretty.
history of it.
I think it's
Yeah.
pretty extensive.
Yeah, Anthony Weiner, you know what I'm saying? That,
Yeah, I think it's
shit
pretty
like that.
extensive.
People like that, it's not like it's the first time they be, you know,
Yeah.
banging kids and killing kids and stuff like that.
I don't even know what's. But see, that's the food.
It's,
You
yeah.
eat certain foods.
Yeah,
and
and then you start it off just.
I really believe that. Yeah, like I really believe that now. It's a year. It's years of deterioration of that.
Generations and generations.
Generations go through the bloodline. Through the
And
bloodline.
then inbreeding too. And then you inbreed and then do that same shit while you inbreed is just
Not good. You
Yeah.
are like fucking your molecular structure up.
And it happens to mad people too, like especially people that's like, you know, not holding it down, having kids and just like skipping out on the mom. Then like, you know, the kid could end up inbreeding with his family because they just don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
so
having sex with my cousin over
Yeah.
here across town.
I thought it was love. It was, but it was the wrong love. But nah, it's what's happening though, because people just don't know who's who because of the, you know, slavery and shit like
Because
that.
you're not keeping it close.
Yeah.
You drifting away. That's why I say, you know, my daughter and shit, I'll be like, man, I can't wait to just be around all the time. To just be around all the time. And she gonna be like, wow, I get the difference of you not being, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be around. Hey, don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh. And that's really what it is. And I think that's, you know, other people have been able to have the luxury of being a little more tight-knit because shit was set up, you know, in certain ways. But that's what it comes down to. It comes down to all the separate, like, you know, imagine you could start a family from scratch, right? And then you just keep it close, though. I'm talking about everybody stays close. No matter what, y'all fight, y'all do this, but everybody stays close. And we all try to attempt this, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, imagine you really got that off. That's when you see those, like, powerful families and shit. Like, you know, like, and shit like that, because you know why? They keep it close. You know what I mean? And then don't get me wrong, I do feel like that's what you were saying, the inbreeding and shit comes in or whatever, in no sense. But I just think if other people did it, they get other results. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just be thinking like a lot of times you don't see it and you don't see the result. You don't even get to the finish line.
Yeah.
You don't even get to the finish line.
Because you got to give everything to get it back.
You know what I'm saying?
Gave it what I had, then it gave it back.
On that note, we're gonna roll out on that. I feel like that was ending on greatness. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna keep getting into this shit. We're gonna cut this up.
Yeah.
Give it to you in pieces because y'all can't make all this.
Check for me on Parler. Tao, TAO_LORE. Before, I mean, this video, I guess if it gets deleted, doesn't really matter, huh?
No,
I'm saying for YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I gotta upload it on there.
It'll probably be deleted. No, I probably won't though. We're selling shit. Like we're selling this new narrative.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
It's gonna be friction there. You know, it's
Don't put a friction in.
yeah.
Nick Flair, go get that Nick Flair catalog on iTunes, all your streaming platforms.
It's 100 free songs on YouTube right now too.
And there's 100 free songs on YouTube you can check out. Nick Flair,
Just look at the playlist.
Taylor Bud. We got heads, man. Signing out on this one though, because we could go forever, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to you later and shit. Y'all sit on that and y'all marinate on that, you fucking scabs.